Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Today is Thursday, October 9th. We got NFL football today between the Eagles and Giants. We do have a couple MLB games as well. Yesterday was a good day. We hit on 5 of the 6 slips that we put out on our cord. Hopefully we can do the same, if not better. So let's get started. First one we're going to head on over to MLB first. Pitcher strikeouts. We got a couple, could be possibly last games for the season for the Phillies and for the Cubs. I do think the Dodgers do close them out if you're taking money line. As far as the Brewers and Cubs, might be closer than expected, but I think the Brewers do pull it off as well. They hit Matthew Boyd pretty well, and he only lasted less than 2 innings. Last time he faced the Brewers, Peralta did his thing and pitched 5 solid. So for this one, we're going to go straight to hits allowed, since we do have 2 teams in desperate mode, and then we have 2 teams that do not want it to go to a game 5. So we're going to go to hits allowed. Christopher Sanchez is my first one at 3.5. Pitched well in the first game against the Dodgers. He allowed 4 hits. In the regular season, he allowed 7. Given that the Dodgers are desperate to want to close this out, 3.5 is it. Tyler Glasnow, 2.5. I do think he's going to pitch a great game. Yesterday, I picked Yoshinobu Yamamoto to go under on his fantasy score, and I was right. Today, I do think Glasnow goes 5, maybe 6 strong. He's going to have a quality start. So I'm going to go with this hits allowed at 2.5. You can take the 3.5, but unfortunately, they don't have it, so it's 2.5 will do. Peralta, 2.5. And then Boyd, you can take his demon. I do think he's going to get knocked around. He allowed 4 hits. Could have been more, but they took him out early. So he could be in play as well. Pitcher strikeouts, the only one I do like is Glasnow at 4.5. I like his hits allowed more. And then for hitters, Nico Horner and Chourio has been a money maker for me. So Nico Horner, I'm going to go right back to him. Total bases, hits, either or. And then Jackson Chourio, who in his last at bat yesterday, cashed for me. 0.5 or hits, both are in play. And then as far as the Dodgers, I do think Ohtani snaps out of his funk. And 0.25, I got to take Ohtani in this spot. They need him to close them out. So hits, total bases, they're both in play. So mix and match. These are the ones I like for today's MLB slate. So let's head on over to NFL. Let's clear the board. First one I'm going to be going with is going to be Jackson Dart. Rushing yards, possibly passing touchdowns is in play. I do not like his yardage. Fantasy score could also be in play, but I think he's going to get mostly his fantasy score through his rushing yards. His passing yards is actually under on DG Fantasy at a 52% hit rate, so they do think he's going to run the ball. Plus, this is a good team to run the ball against. So I do think he's going to go over his regular line, but you can take any of his gobbies is in play. Passing touchdowns, fantasy score, and possibly passing attempts, 25 is probably best. Let's head on over to Devontae Smith. And receiving yards, been bumped slightly. It's one at 49.5, is up to 50. Any of his gobbies would do. Most likely I'll be taking at 39. But his regular line is pretty solid at 50.5. Jalen Hurts at 196.5. Usually this line is at 201, 202, possibly 203. Pretty low. I think he does go over against the Giants. You can pick any of his gobbies, especially at 149. That looks like a free square to me. But his regular line at 196, very too low. I think he does go over 200. So he's in play. And then you got to take the narrative of Saquon Barkley in this spot. Why? Because he's facing his former team. Touchdown is in play. Receiving yards, I really like the receiving yards. He's been getting about 3-4 receptions per game, so 31.58. That's definitely in play. You can take his receptions, 1.5 Gabi. That's probably best. Fantasy scores in play. I think Saquon Barkley would probably be the play of the day for NFL today, along with Jackson Dart. But you gotta have Saquon Barkley. The narrative of him facing his former team is in play. And then we can target the field goals. Unfortunately, they don't have any props I like for the field goal spots, so we're gonna avoid the field goals and stick to those players. Receptions. Devontae's in play. AJ Brown could possibly be in play as well. Dallas. And that's it. That's all I have for today. I don't think this is one of the games that's going to be high octane in offense. So beware of that. Given that the passing yards lines are low at 196 and 177, it might be not that much action. I think it's going to be a lot of defensive side here. But these are the only props I like. If anything, Saquon Barkley and Dart are my favorites. So mix and match with the MLB. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support, and see you guys in the next one.